Alright, hello, this is Demon, coming back for another round of Transport Fever. So, we ended the episode previously doing the Wild West, and me rambling on for a bit explaining what the hell's going to go on with this series. So, to continue on, we are now in the mission called number 2, which is Industrialization.
Steel, that's the stuff progress is forged from. Everything is possible. In Pittsburgh, the steel industry metropolis, the furnaces are running at full blast. Steel production is opening up new prospects for the construction of buildings, for the production of machines, and, last but not least, for railroads too. People are flocking to the city, and there's work here aplenty. Bright minds are working meticulously on inventions and new technologies. They've been experimenting with a new form of power called electricity for decades now, but the breakthrough now seems to be within reach. Perhaps even large machines will soon be powered by electrical forces. A new age has dawned. He who takes his chances now can expect a golden future.
And we will start. So, should take a little bit for the mission to actually start up, because I have to go through the loading process. Just turned on the computer, so unluckily this will be a very, well, I guess slightly longer load time than what we should be used to. But the mission we're gonna get into, as you guys sit there and see, the last mission was the Wild West. It's a real short mission and it's simple to do as long as you take out the loans and you play it smart. So in that case, like, we got through it rather quickly with no actual issues. Now with this mission, the big change is we're going to go much further away from just that little bit of transporting of people and a little bit of transporting goods. And this one's going to go a lot more industrial based. So as you guys will see in this mission, it's going to be crazy. And you can make a shit ton of money doing it. But you got to play it smart too. You got to get the rail lines set up. Vehicles and such. You got to get every little nook and cranny done perfectly. Otherwise, it could become a real mess real quickly. Because I think it took me 2 times to try to get through this. The first time I did it, it didn't go too well, because I ran into a bit of like I ran into a conundrum. I was making money, but I wasn't making very much money, and I kept going I kept breaking even, sort of, in a way, but it was bad breaking even because I broke even every time I went negative. So I would go positive, get cut to pieces, negative, go back up, and keep rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I never could get positive money in this, so it actually was a bit of a bitch. But I think my second playthrough I figured it out by focusing solely on the industrial base. That and the transportation of raw goods, so it actually was doable after a while. But let's sit there and see what gets done. I find it funny, it always gets cut off. Stops, loads back in.
Pittsburgh, 1880, the stronghold of world steel production. The perfect time to invest in the steel and mechanical engineering industries. This will guarantee that our company always has the best iron horses in its stable. Our friend George Westinghouse, who revolutionized rail transport with the invention of the air brake, conducts his business from the town of Monroeville, where he is researching electricity. He's offering us a stake in his company in return for us helping him to get ahead of his closest competitors and achieve a breakthrough for his alternating current system.
Alright, so there are a possibility of 5 medals you can get rewarded with, so let's get
George
started.
Westinghouse is convinced of the superiority of alternating current and wants to produce all manner of lighting equipment and motors in his newly built factory. Only the Westinghouse plants are not very accessible. A direct railroad connection between the city and the town of Monroeville would make things considerably easier. The workers wouldn't already be tired from the walk when they turn up for their shifts at the factory.
Alright, so build 1 passenger station in Monroeville and another in Pittsburgh Central, and have passenger train commute between the cities. So also set up lines with horse-drawn carriages in both places so the passengers can reach the city from the station. So, with the game paused, I'll basically get involved in this. So it says, I think it has to be which part of Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh Central. So, Pittsburgh Central is located right here. Now, the way I usually did it, I think I tried to keep it as simple as humanly possible so that financially I could afford this. But there is going to be a point where it's going to get real expensive really quick. So this is my goal. So since I only really need one passenger tram, I usually never worry about it too much. So let's go to the railway lines, and I'll show you what I usually do. So in terms of this, I'm not a bit, as I said before, I'm not a big person when it comes to using the financial systems in this game to get my money. The transportations, in my opinion, I think is a joke. I don't like it that much because I think it's really broken. So I have like my own little method of doing things. Now, the place I think I remember connecting this to originally, as long as it's within this region, I think I'm fine. I don't think it has to necessarily be on this half. So what I usually did, I think, was I built another straight line right about here. Now with that gives me connections here, and now all of a sudden I can build a rail line that will connect all the way out to here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, the one problem we are going to run into is the fact that I basically have to get everything. Oh, that's right, that was the problem I ran into before. So build that there, and then which side is cheaper? Okay, so where's a lot of that kicking in at? That's kicking in from being over on that side, so I vote here. Now I think there is this contour lines? So this is what I want to see. So if I build you out this way, that'll tell me what's gonna go on. So let's go right about here, connect back. Where it gets dangerous. Right here. I'm actually going to keep this pretty much right next to the road so that I don't have to worry about this at any point in time. As long as it's over a set mileage, I'm fine. Let's keep her going. And this is where you are located at, so you are going to head this way and eventually connect to this right here, and that is good enough for me. So that gives us our line so everything can get done. Now the big question is going to be is where do we build our little station at? Now I'm going to put it over, let's see, right about, I think that's good enough, so let's do that. Now the problem you run into is that this can limit your speed in this area, so I usually just try to get it set up to where it'll work. No. Where can I get this hooked up at? As long as it's on this half, I'm fine with it. I don't care. Yeah, I might have to sell a bit of it. Let's just do that now. I think I messed this one up. Alright, so let's get rid of that. It's my fault. Build that here. And then this is where it'll connect that to make sure it goes at least 75. That's fine with me. Let's go ahead, add the thingy here. That way it stops if they come out. And the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get a brand new line built for this. So, train we're going to go for 60 is, we're going to go for an El Cheapo. Cost effectiveness, I'm just going to keep what I got. Why would I ever do anything besides that? So, how many passengers does it say we had to in Monroeville? We have to get 14 or 100. So let's go ahead and do this, and then that will connect all the way down to this, and this will be Monroe to Pittsburgh. Done. And I think we'll go ahead and make it a brighter yellow, just so I know which one it is, and then that train can go ahead and start going out. I'm not too concerned with it. Again, I'm not a big fan of the passenger stuff. I will consistently say it throughout the game. So let's go ahead and get it done. And then I'm just going to turn it around. It's faster this way because what will end up happening is this guy can actually go back to here, get to this region. And then another thing we got to get going is, let's see, what's this? I need, actually wait, that's a good point. I need iron and coal. So I have coal here. Okay, coal mine. Alright. What else we got? That's coal. Where's the iron? That's wooden. So we get that done already. And this is... Okay, I think I ran into the same issue last time. So let's go ahead. I got a lot of money saved up already, so let's go ahead and get this started. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go here. I'm actually going to build up a rather large, I do mean large, tram system for this. So we're going to have this one here, and then I'm just going to build another one down right about, I think I'm going to build it on this side to be safe. And then get me, go ahead and get me these guys done. Actually, what's this one? Tram depot. Yeah, I'm not doing trams. A little bit of money. Can I get the better ones yet? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. Now, same thing as before. This thing is going to focus solely on getting logs out. So, go ahead and get the logs done. Set line, line. It's going to go from here all the way down to here. And I'm going to call this logging line. Bam. And this color will be a very light brown. Those guys will get on the move. That'll get lumber here. And then what I want to do is, since this is the iron bit of it all, I need to basically get... I need to get another one set up. So let's go ahead. Where is it at? This thing. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to build this one right here. Now, the goal for this is going to be a two-way line. So this is what this line is going to look like. It's going to look like this. Now, you might say, Demon, what are you doing? What are you doing? This doesn't look right. This two-way line is going to be designed a way that I always like to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to connect a rail line that individually connects to the steel mill, where I got to transport coal and the iron to. So that's where that one's going to be. I'm then going to go ahead... Ooh, did I build the wrong one there? Did I build that? Oh, I did build the wrong one. Shiza. I'm always building the wrong ones. Okay, yeah. Destroy. Go ahead and go back. I want to go back to this. I want to get this one. This is the one I want. Very good. Okay. So this is where this little thing's going to connect to. Better. And then I'm also going to connect another one over this way. And it's only going to be a single because I'm only going to use one train for my purposes here. Alright. So with that, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to need, that's a dual, single. That means I'm going to need a dual one to get the coal at. So let's go ahead. I can build that one right about here. That's where the coal will go to. And then I'll build a transport system from the land that will take goods from here and transport the steel over. And then I'm going to build another single one right over here. And connect to that. And then the only thing I'm going to need that's here is smaller ones. So let's get this all... If I get this done now, I don't have to worry about this later. So that's how I see my goods being done. So let's get that done. Transport this thing. Put it right out front. I don't care. In case I need one over here for... Because I might do some transportation of people once I get better vehicles. As of now, I'm not caring about it. So let's go ahead and get that set up. And now I got to build the massive rail line network that's going to suck. So this is where most of my expenses are going to come in at. So this is where I'm going to build it at. To connect all the way out. Let's see if we can make it cheap. 128,000 ain't bad. And what it's going to do is it will hook here. And then I need you to go right here. Hook further around. Keep the speed limit above at least 75. I want at least 75 miles an hour, or kilometers an hour out of this thing. Build right about here. And then connect you to you. Very good. Okay. And now comes the difficult part. That is the iron. So, for cost effectiveness, see what's faster. So wooden bridge, 60 kilometers an hour. I don't like that. I think we're gonna go for a stone bridge. It's a bit more expensive. However, I get 90 out of it. And I'm fine with that. Okay, so that's all set up. And then what I gotta do now is I have to build another line that will go here. Minimum of 75. That's my goal. Fine. Get a little bit better angle. And can I connect it to there? 60, 68, I can live with that. It's not horrible. It's not great, but it ain't horrible. And what I'm going to do is, because I need this to be cost effective, is we'll go back to the train. Where is... No, it's at the tracks. What we're going to do is I need to have these things designed so that they will stop when I need them to stop, because they're both connected to the same bridge. So, usually what I suggest doing is try to get one on each side. I'd say right about where they meet, so that way these guys know to stop when the train's coming by this way, and then set up another one on this side so that they stop if they come either way. That way you ain't got to worry about it yourself. And then what we're going to do is I have to then disconnect, or we'll have to reconnect these guys by basically just shifting this across. So let's go ahead, head down. Is there any cheapo spots? Not really. Might just be cheaper to go through the forest, to be totally... that's not bad. No. I actually want to build this rail first, so I know where it's at all times. That way I ain't gotta worry about it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna build this one. It's gonna connect right next to it. And we're not gonna build we're not gonna have to worry about this line for a while, because I'm not gonna have it stop till it gets like right near the bridge and they gotta, connect again. So let's go ahead, connect up to about, I'd say about here. And then after that, we'll go ahead and start getting it to connect. That way they keep the speed limit going the way I want it. Alright, that's good. And then on this side, this is where you'll get another one of these, or another one of these. Because the design is supposed to be, if I have a train coming across this way, either one of them will stop here so that guy can get across. If this one's coming up this way and that one, or if he's coming up this way and that one's got to stop, it can stop there, allowing whichever one arrives first to be where it needs to be. Now, the one issue we do have is I don't have anything connecting a tram line to that, or not tram line, but an actual train station. So I actually have to build another one of these little wonders. So the way I'm figuring it is, we need another spot so they can connect. So what I'm going to do is, so that I don't have to actually worry about that, is I'm going to connect it through here. So watch this. So go here, here, and then it will turn. Maybe. I might have to really mess with this. Take it back. Let me really finagle this bitch. Because this line's actually going to be a bit weirder, because they're going to have to run all the way down to where those guys are at. So, one sec. Let's see if I can get this right. Can I do it from like right about... Can I do it from right about... No, you don't want to do it at all. Could do it from this side. Let's see. I don't really... Concern really isn't what it looks like, as long as they're connected. Construction not possible. Why? Why is that? Well, it looks possible to me now. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and case things there. And they're not supposed to go this way at all. This way is just so I can get the trains on this side quicker. At least at first. So I'm probably going to set up the actual timber or the lumber one first, because the lumber one's got to get on this side. So he's going to have to go all the way down here to get to it. So that's probably the one I'll do first. So let's go ahead and get these guys set up. Where did I build it yet? No, I did not. Okay. So let's go ahead. Where is my baby at? There she is. Alright. Let's see. Where do I want to build it at? I don't want a flat territory to build it on. Right there is fine. And then go ahead. Put you there. And then just connect you up here. I don't care about speed limit on this thing, because this is just a transport line to get goods out, or get the trains out. So let's go ahead and build you here. And let's go ahead and get the first set of trains done. So what I would recommend is, if you are going for like big industrial, spend big early. So I'm actually going to spend a fair bit of money on this. It's going to be pretty expensive. It's probably going to hurt me pretty bad. I'll probably have to take out a loan already. So let's do this. This can transport coal, so let's buy 3 of these. And what these things are going to be designed for is solely coal. They're not going to take any other goods with them. And then set them on a line, new line. This will go from here. Actually, wait a minute. That one's probably not the one I should do first. Let's actually change this. Let me get this train. Let's see. One sec. Go back to the depot. I want you just to sit in there. 1 second. Let's actually switch this up. What do you have on you? You can do iron ore already. You know what? Do the iron ore first. Train. That line I'll have to delete. So let's go ahead and do that first, actually. So this will get transported from here. I think this is where I got to transport it to, because that's the iron place for steel. And this will be... I'll call it the iron line. Done. It'll be the lightish orange. That way it looks kind of neat. So Monroe South is going to be a unload only. This will be fill until your coffers are filled, and that works for me. Alright, so set to line, iron line, unable to find path to stop. Wait, what? What's it mean it can't find a path to stop? That doesn't sound right. That you should automatically work. Did I just click the wrong thing? Well, what happens if I switch you onto the coal? Will you go for that? Because you guys are connected, right? Yeah, that's connected correctly. Connected correctly. So what's causing the problem? Well, maybe I'll do the coal line. Let me see what the coal does. Line contains too few spots. Okay, so this is where you gotta go. Coal line. And that'll be just black. Okay, he's immediately heading out there. Why wouldn't he do the iron line? Unless I gotta build it. Maybe I should just build a private one. I don't really want to, but I might not have a choice. Because that seems like it's broken at the moment. Well, you gotta spend money to make money. That's glitchy as hell, and that was a waste of line then. I don't know why it won't work. It usually works any other time I do it. Okay. Buy trains. Get me the big boy. Not enough money. I'll wait to see what the money does. Well, you're broken. I don't need you. Maybe I luck out from destroying stuff and that limb kicks in. Let's just see what it does. Because this will transport coal. Let's see if I can get a little bit of money saved up. I can buy a new train. Because I don't want to waste money on that train and then just sell it for next to nothing. This thing actually might bring in a fair bit of money now. Okay, so which one was you? Delete. Iron line can stay up. I actually gotta edit this. So, Monroeville South. This will be an unload only, and you will full load all. That works. Now, the only reason it may not have done anything is because maybe it didn't have coal. I don't know if it had coal on it or not.
Nothing more stands in the way of the operation of the electric factory in Monroeville. We should help George Westinghouse to get production rolling. Growth, growth, and more growth is the motto. Only once production is running smoothly will our friend have the means to make the decisive breakthrough in his research. The money is slipping through our fingers, people. We'll soon be bankrupt. But if we're prepared to grovel on our hands and knees, our financiers will grant us a bridge loan.
Okay. So this is the first one I'm going to do. This one is going to handle iron. Once you do iron first. Set the line. Iron line? There we go, we got it. Alright. So I'm going to let this thing go first. Good. Good. It'll wait till it gets its resources. Did I? No, I have nothing there yet. Shit. I actually got to get that going. Okay, so I need to buy road vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forgot about that. Let's see, gotta get that going, Let's actually slow down the speed 1. Let's sit there and see. So new line, you're gonna go from here to here, and this line will be called, I'll just say, iron to train. And I'll make that like a darker orange so it gets done quicker. We'll just do 5 for now. I think those guys will get there and it'll start going. Because it wants us to start producing machines, which I need the machines going. Alright. So let's sit there and see. It's the train's going to still be there, so I can't actually, there's no reason to spend any money at the moment. However, there is a lot of timber there, or lumber. Ooh. Let's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go more on logs. Let's get this thing going. Logs. Set to logging line. I'm actually gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a bit more iron too. So these are all going to be really good goods to get going. Set to line, go ahead and go iron to train. You guys are good. Now, did I set the iron to train? Is that thing set up correctly? No. So, upper Pittsburgh to eastern. Stay there until you're full and then unload there like crazy. Okay, did the train actually get goods this time? Now the thing is, these automatically do transport from here to here. So as long as I have goods going to this location, it will transport them to the other. So it says Pittsburgh Eastern Sawmill. It needs a train so I can start transporting goods. So let's go ahead, since the guy's on the other side, find me that, and then I think I want steak cars. Let's get 3. And this one will be this, this, and this. So set train to new line, here to here, and this will be the timber line. And this one will make it a very dark brown. And this is the wonders that I can create in this game. Alright. Also, before I forget as well, where is that timber line? Wait a minute. Are you the timber man? Damn it. Timber man. Timber man, go back. Turn around. Idiot. Where is my timber line? There it is. You are supposed to stay there until you rack up the goods and then transport them there. That way money is getting made at all times. I really hope the flickers I get that you guys don't see them, because it is slightly infuriating. That's why, like, once in a while when I'm doing something, you might not see me do something for a second. But there's not much I can do on that. Alright, so that's the transporting goods. Look at that. It's running beautifully already. I'm impressed. Look at this. It's beautiful. And then, because I don't have it done yet, let's go ahead and do buy carts. And this will transport steel.
We're spending money like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, I know
Just
I am.
this once, our financial backers are willing to turn a blind eye and help us out once again. But this is definitely the last time.
I think I get one more out of it. Alright, so here to here. This will be removal sidings. I want you guys to be filled. You guys are just going to transport goods there. Damn it. This will be a grayish color. There we go. And this will be the steel line. There we go. Now, with the producing these goods is a really nice thing, because what can end up happening, as you can see here, is population. You can sit there and see what goods are being used in which direction. So with me and this, I probably should start getting ready to, once the money starts flowing, getting goods transported from this area. So I actually might want to upgrade this. Let me see if I can. No, I can't. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to start transporting goods from that place and sending it to the nearby town. So I need to build like a station here, a station here, a station here. I'll probably build a large one here. That way I can get goods sent to all the nearby cities. Because if you don't, you're just going to fall behind, you get screwed, and then you don't make any money. As I said before, I like to make money, so...
Production has got off to a satisfying start, but a bitter struggle for dominance in the electrical energy business is raging between George Westinghouse and his adversary, Thomas Edison. While our friend is making every effort to advance the study of alternating current, Mr. Edison favors direct current. Meanwhile, the humble minds of the people fear electricity in either form. They consider it the work of the devil. We'll ensure a glorious victory for our friend George Westinghouse. Thomas Edison is entertaining sinister plans to publicly discredit Westinghouse's alternating current system. According to the rumors, a local resident has told of a crowd that was supposedly gathered around Dr. Brown, who was killing stray dogs with alternating current in order to prove its dangerous nature. Most stray dogs are said to be found in Southside.
Southside? Oh.
That devilish Dr. Brown is growing bolder. He's now said to be working on a chair that kills people using electric shocks. The only thing that can help is an act of sabotage. His laboratory must be destroyed.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was easy, was it not? Alright, so before I forget, I actually wanted to get into this. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm going to build a bigger station here. I want to build right about. Let's flip it. Might get less money spent on it. Build it right here. All right.
Production volumes are growing splendidly.
Higher
However,
percentage
there's one
vehicles
small
are
problem.
all
The workers
vehicle
in
age
our
as a
police
result of
factories have
damage.
laid down their tools and are refusing to lift even
Hire
a
unskilled
single
workers factory
finger
need more
until their
resources. Pay
demands
the
have been
workers
met.
cost of
They're calling for
500,000.
higher wages,
Fine.
shorter working hours, and better safety measures. What do we do in a case like this?
Now the big question is going to be is, should I hold out? Now there are cars to get built into this mission that I remember about, but I think we are over the 30-minute marker. I think I started this not too long ago, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So we got a lot done. As I said before, the passenger trans really aren't meant for money. Actually, I don't even see it on here. Is this all of them? Show all. Monroe to Pittsburgh. It's given us a little bit of money. I can't lie. It is in the positive. It's in the green. However, as you notice on here, the coal line's at 106,000. The goddamn iron is all the way to 374. That's really good money. And the timber line's at 202,000. Now, the thing that we're going to be doing next is I'm probably going to go ahead and just get it started, which is I basically have to go through this entire thing and build connection points to all these different locations so I can get rid of certain stuff. Now, if you notice this, there's this thing called Tesla's Laboratory, which is another thing I'm going to have to play with a little bit to get resources down into this region so that Tesla can get access to the coal that is located up here. Now, in the case of this, I am not building a train line that goes down there because one, it's ineffective, and two, it's too expensive and I don't have the money for it. So what I'm going to do is we are going to build a road line to it. So it's already pretty much connected. I can get resources down there. This makes me more money because I can use that to transport coal for Tesla, but at the same time I can transport goods from up here in this region, the Westinghouse factory down there as well. Build another one in Pittsburgh South Side, Pittsburgh Eastern and Central. All the goods will come down here, and then I can, as time goes on, if I get really good at money, I can send trains back to this. I'd probably have to do the iron one first, so it can get down there and get its goods, and then go to the next location. Because if I don't, it's going to be a problem. Actually, wait 1 second. I just noticed something. Let's see. Let's build that there real quickly. Good. Now that thing will actually stop if it goes there, and I ain't going to worry about it. But what this will allow me to do as the player is to basically do whatever the hell I please. So the iron one will probably be the first one I upgrade because it's going to be kind of out of the way. The next one will probably upgrade as the coal one, so I get more coal, so I get more steel, which means I get more goods to be transported to the steel factory. Then I'll probably upgrade the timber, and then I'll probably go really ham on this stuff, because as you can sit there and see, the logs are piling up here. Now, you might say, Demon, you might have wanted to build like a straight line that goes from there to here so that you can through trains. It's just, it ain't. I did it before, and I don't think I made much in terms of money. And I found the land ones, even though you don't make as much money, it cuts away a train, which helps you financially be able to spend it in other spots. Now, if you play the game enough to where you can save enough money, I mean, all power to you. Go right, do this shit. I don't care. But for me, myself, I find this to be cheapest. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'm going to keep going and playing this until I complete this mission. So I will see you guys all next time. Thank you.